What is it that you see in another human? I mean, one of the things that comes to mind for me is how many people reach out to you every single day, a DM, I'd love to meet you, Stephen. Could you help me with this? I would guess a lot.
None. I'm joking.
I was going to say, that seems like that doesn't track, but okay. So probably a lot. But what I found is interesting is in the beginning, when I was starting to be a little public, I would respond to almost all of them. Almost every single one I would respond. But I would respond like this. I would say, happy to help, read this book, and then do XYZ thing for me. Something very small. I'm like, read this book first, do this small thing. Do you know how many people did that?
Fuck all. None.
Fuck all. Yeah. That's a great saying. I'm going to use that. Fuck all. Not a single person actually did that. And then if you compare that with, I think I've hired 5 team members now who all reached out to me with value. They gave right away. One of them did this deep analysis on my business. Another one basically wrote up this whole piece like she was me. And it was incredible. And for those individuals who actually asked nothing of me, I gave them a job and opportunity, and many of them make 6 figures plus. And so there might be a secret there that just the humans who do are the ones who follow up.
The DM tells me everything I need to know about the person.
Yeah.
And I can give you every example of every DM that I ever get and how I filter them. How I know from the first DM whether they are someone that I should be connecting with. Let me give you the one side of the spectrum. The one side of the spectrum, which I often get, is any jobs going? In that, you've told me everything I need to know. Yeah. Because not only could you have checked if we had jobs available on our many websites where we list our vacancies, you didn't even have enough effort to go check out the job site. Yep. Didn't say hello, poorly structured message. You think that we hire over DM on the basis of no pitch at all? That's the extreme example, but it happens. You wouldn't believe, I will get any jobs going once a day without fail on one of my inboxes. And sometimes, and I've never said this before, on the very rare occasion, I'm saying once a year, I'll click on the person's profile and I'll care about them so much that I'll send them a voice note. So, because I click on their profile. I remember this one kid and he kind of looked like me.
Oh yeah.
And he was a young kid. And I remember thinking, I really, I could just ignore it. It's the easy thing to do. The hard thing to do was try and give him some feedback on please don't do that to more people. Please don't send them any jobs going, ? So I remember sending one particular kid a voice note saying, right, listen, buddy, I'm on your side here. Here's some advice. And then on the extreme end, the good end.
What happened with that? What happened?
The response was he was thankful.
Oh, that's good.
But when he responded, I realized why he was the type of person that would send any jobs going. Yeah. Maybe a bit of a maturity issue there.
Sure.
And then on the other end, you have the perfect reach out, where someone realizes that they can't give you what they're asking to take from you.
Yeah.
So someone wants maybe an hour of your time. They know they can't give you anything worth an hour. They can't give me 50K. They can't, nothing they can give me worth that hour of my time. But they do 3 things maybe. The first is they realize that. And so they realize that they should offer something of value. Even I'm never going to take it. But the gesture itself, it's like someone pulling out their card to pay. The gesture itself matters.
It does.
The third thing is they realize the world that I live in and that I have no time, and they acknowledge that. So they might say, listen, you get thousands of messages like this. I know how busy you are. So just by them saying that, I go, okay, you understand.
Yeah.
Could I just sit? So I see it as an equation. Ask for as little as possible and give whatever you can. Could I just sit in the room one day when you work? Means a lot to me. The third point there is research the person, because that's a huge show of care.
Yeah.
I know you're a big Manchester United fan. I know your dog's called Pablo. In exchange, I've made this jacket for Pablo. I've sewn it myself. If someone said that to me, people are going to do this now. So please, Pablo does not need a jacket. We're coming into summer. He likes being naked. But just showing you made an effort, oh my God, it's the keys to my heart.
Yeah, it's true.
And then ego is a great thing as well. Everyone has an ego. So just acknowledging you've done your research on someone is another huge way.
Yeah. And I think the sneak too, if you're listening, is skip the famous people. They get enough.
Yeah.
Forget
don't
it.
Email them.
Just skip them all. Even sort of famous people.